You'd never know she just hacked up her husband.
I liked Yardwork. I thought it was had to punch in a short amount of time. Pithy, if you will. Like, and I like I always like twists and turns, and when you can break the audience expectations, especially in a short film, and leave the audience, pull the rug out and leave the audience with a dot dot dot. I think that's great. And I think y'all delivered that perfectly here, threaded the needle perfectly here. So great job. Well done.
Yardwork. I thought this was really, really, really clever. I really liked how you kind of started with the conclusion. You started with the end where you know what happened. You know that, like, it was the wife, that she did it, that she's been arrested. And then you kind of find out the circumstances as you go. I thought that was a really interesting way to kind of tell the story because then it takes all of the, like, well, it doesn't take all of the mystery out of it, but it takes a great deal of the mystery out of it because you already know, kind of, like I said, the conclusion. But, like, by knowing the conclusion, I think it made me even more curious for what the details were, like, what the circumstances were. It definitely, like, kind of triggered my intrigue with kind of how the two detectives were kind of talking about it. And that she was kind of, from what like little we could see of her when she was arrested, was kind of just like okay with it, like she'd accepted it, which, like I said, made me personally like really, really curious about what the circumstances were. So I thought that was a really fun way to kind of introduce the story and then tell the full story.
I really enjoyed this film, Your Work. I love the back and forth between scenes, past and present, showing the viewers Daisy writing while her overbearing husband is in the back yelling at her, and then the officers during the investigation. Love the twist by the end as viewers don't necessarily see it coming. I also love how Daisy sort of wrote her own ending and her own story and how her husband would be killed. And I thought that was a really creative way of showcasing that.
I thought this was a really cool premise. I like the idea. Feels like a little bit of a cheat to just be, sort of Deus Ex. She was writing about it, but that's fine. It's completely excusable. It's a short piece. It packs a little punch, gets there really quickly, and in the end, just really satisfactory.
This film is called Yardwork. This was an exciting short. What set it apart for me were the fabulous performances, lots of stillness for effect. I like the spooky synth soundtrack too, appropriate for the gruesome storyline. Excellent cinematography as graphic images were quickly shown. I like the flashback concept too. Although such a short film, just under 3 minutes, the storyline was very clever. Great job, Yardwork. Check it out.